92.5. Brooke and Jubel's second date update.
A lot of bad things can happen in the park. Trust me, I'm there all the time.
Pants on?
And there's a lot of bad stuff going on every time that I'm there. And that's why I think Jim messed up his first date with a girl named Rebecca that he wants to call today for a second date update because he took her on a date to a park and then things got out of control. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing okay, guys. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
Just to clarify, this isn't a park at like 2 in the morning. This is just a normal midday park
Yeah,
experience.
just a normal midday meetup in a cute city park, you know.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it still sounds creepy to me, no matter what.
Well, when you meet someone online on Tinder or whatever, sometimes meeting in a public place feels safer and more low-key to get to know somebody before you, go have a drink or hang out or whatever.
Yeah, what a coffee shop, though. Not like, hey, as you said Tinder. I met you on Tinder. Meet me in the park. I'll be dressed up as a shrub watching you the whole time.
Well, I just dress like a normal person, not like a tree or anything.
That's weird.
All right. Well, that's not what I'm picturing. So anyway, tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today. You said in her email that her name is Rebecca.
Yeah, so she was, I got there a little early, and I saw her coming towards the park, and, she was even cuter in person, and so I was a little nervous, I'll admit it, but we met up, and we talked a little bit. I said, do you want to sit down, or do you want to walk around and hang out, and we decided to walk around the park. So that's how the date started. We walked around for maybe a half an hour, just chatting, getting to know each other, and it was really cool.
And you said she was cuter than her pictures. Are you also truthful in your representation?
Yes, I am not one of those people that have a Chris Hemsworth photo on my Tinder profile. It's me. I look like my picture. Yeah.
So what'd you guys do while you were walking around the park? Because that sounds really boring.
No, we were just...
I mean, they had to have conversation or something.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. We just, chatted up about hobbies, what kind of stuff that we're into. And the cool thing about her is she's like a real adrenaline junkie. She's really into almost extreme sports, like skydiving and bungee jumping. She talked about all kinds free climbing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that when you shot in with hey, what about having sex in the park in broad daylight?
God.
You like doing crazy things. Let's do something crazy right now, you little adrenaline junkie.
You never know what might work. Maybe next time I'll try that.
Yeah, you should have tried that. So you like the fact that she's a risk taker and likes to do all that kind of stuff. I'm guessing you're into that too.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I mean, I've never done any of those things. I'm more of a low key, just sit by a fire and drink a beer, hang out kind of outdoorsman. But I would be down for it. But I thought it was impressive, that she's into that, and obviously, athletic and sporty, and I thought it was cool.
You weren't intimidated at all by that?
I wasn't intimidated, but it made me feel a little boring. Do you know what I mean? Because I couldn't really match her with my experiences. But one thing that I do have going on that I'm pretty proud of that a lot of guys don't is that I'm a pretty good artist. I work sort of semi-professionally doing illustration and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
And I had some drawings in my bag, and I was like, oh, well, she's into this cool thing, and maybe she would think it would be cool if I showed her some of my art. So that was sort of my, try to match her with impressiveness move.
Was she impressed by your art, or did she laugh at it and tell you it was terrible?
No, she didn't laugh at it. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's not like doodling. I went to school, I'm a pretty good drawer, and I was showing her a bunch of pencil drawings that I had done that she seemed into, and I was a little nervous. And if you wanted to say, is there anything that happened that maybe made the date go a little bit of south? I did. I was I really like sketching people. I could sketch you sometime. And she was no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Did it creep her out, you think?
Well, yeah, because suddenly I was like, oh my God, she thought I meant
nudes.
Figure drawing, nude sketching, which is not what I meant at all. I do these little 5-minute quick sketches of people.
Yeah, I feel like if you showed her your stuff and it was pretty good and it wasn't nude drawings, that'd be jumping to a conclusion to be this guy's just a pervert and wants to sketch me nude.
I don't know. I mean, I immediately was like, oh no, I didn't mean anything weird by that. You might have seen on TV nude drawing, but that's not what I was talking about. It would just be it'd take 5 minutes, and we could do it right here in this cool place in the park. And
did she laugh at all? I mean, it sounds like an opportunity to have a good chuckle about an awkward moment.
Yeah, she didn't laugh so much.
Okay.
What did she do when you told her that you
she
could?
She was just no, that's cool. That's okay. It's kind of how it went, and I was like, okay, that's awkward.
All right. So is that why you think she's not calling you back, because you offered to sketch her?
I mean, that's the only thing. I thought we sort of hit it off, and we walked around a little bit more after that, and then she was like, oh, I got to go. And I was like, oh, do you want to get a drink? And she was like, no, I have to go. And I was like, this didn't get weird about the sketching thing, right? And she was like, no, I just have an appointment. And then she left.
That's when you should have whipped out your papers and been like, let me sketch you a drink before you leave. That's a good move, I think.
That's not a bad move. I filed that one away.
Yeah. So she said no to a drink and left. And is that the last thing you've heard from her?
Yeah, I messaged her a couple times, and I thought we hit it off, actually. Like, it was pretty low-key and chill, and I'd love to see her again, but she hasn't gotten back to me.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel in the mornings. Second date update.
When you think of the greatest artists the world has ever seen, you think of names like Rembrandt and Picasso and Jim.
Good old Jim.
Sitting in the park, sketching naked women. That's what Jim is known for in the art world. No. Am I right, Jim?
That is so not true.
Hey, don't worry, Jim, look, I would rather look at anything that you've sketched than what other crap Rembrandt and Picasso are doing.
Oh, man, that
you
was
think those
crap.
guys have a website? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, but I want to correct the record. I do not draw nudes.
Maybe that's
At
the
least
problem.
Not for public consumption.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I want to see some of your private collection then. I'm really
We
interested
can
in
talk
that.
offline.
All right, cool.
God,
Okay.
only
Take
you
care of
guys
that.
are pervs about nude drawings. What is wrong with you?
Why am I talking about Jim being an artist? Well, we talked about his date that he went on with a girl named Rebecca. He wants to call her right now for a second date update. They met at a park because they met on Tinder and he wanted to meet at a public place. And during their date, he showed her some of the sketches that he does and then offered to sketch her. And that's when she seemed to get kind of weirded out and asked to leave. And she hasn't talked to him since. That's the only thing you can think of that went wrong.
Yeah, that's the only thing that comes to mind. I thought it went really well, actually.
And you said that she was like an adrenaline junkie. I mean, maybe she was looking for somebody who can do those type of activities with her.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but it's not like I said that I wasn't willing to do that stuff. I mean, I
Okay.
would go bungee jumping or whatever. I would be into that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and see what went wrong, okay?
Okay, great.
All right. And hey, if this doesn't go right for you and she doesn't want to go on a second date, don't worry. I will be your muse. If you need to sketch anybody, Jim, you can sketch me.
No, dude.
I will be your Mona Lisa. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Rebecca, please?
This is she.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the Morning. It's a morning radio program.
Okay.
Okay. We play a lot of crappy music and then sometimes talk in between that music.
All right.
Well, not all the music's crappy. Some music's decent, some's crappy. It's
I
just
don't
like
think that
music,
she needs
It's
that.
like all kinds of. I mean, we play music and we talk sometimes. That's basically what happens.
Is this really a radio show?
Yes, it is.
It's quality, isn't it? It makes you want to listen.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners recently emailed us about you.
What?
Yeah, his name is Jim. He emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because you guys went out on a date and now you're not calling him back. And Jim is very curious if he did something wrong.
He really contacted you about our date?
Yeah, he said he liked you a lot and was hoping to go out with you again. We talked to him about your date. And he said that you guys met on Tinder and then went to the park and hung out for a little while. And then at a certain point, you were just like, well, he told us that he offered to sketch you. And he thinks that might have creeped you out, but he meant it in the most innocent way possible.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He already did sketch me.
What?
What?
What do you
What
mean?
do you mean?
I mean, he had several pictures, and they were all in, different scenarios, but it was me. The girl was me.
Are you
Whoa.
sure it was you, or are you just reading into it?
Oh my god.
No, seriously. I mean, he had a headshot of just a girl, definitely me. There was a girl riding a bike, a girl crying.
Crying?
And, the creepiest one, there was a girl at a dinner table with a guy. And I was the girl, and he was the guy.
Wow. And that's the creepiest one. I would think the crying one would be even creepier.
He never said that it was me, but, I mean, it looked exactly like me.
Did you ask him? I mean, did you confront him?
No, you don't confront someone like that.
Yeah, no, I would have done the same thing. I would have just been like, all right, well, look at that.
Look at the time.
Jeez, time flies, huh? And I would have been out of there, too. Are you sure that it was you? Like, no question in your mind.
No question, yeah. It was definitely me.
Is there any, like, distinguishable feature that you have?
Yeah, I have freckles, and he drew the freckles on the girl's face and everything. It was creepy.
I thought it was really creepy him asking to sketch him in the first place. And then actually showing you pictures that look like you is way worse.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, give this guy a break. Like, obviously he's nervous and he didn't go about it the right way, but he's probably just trying to impress you.
In a park?
With sketches of me?
He sounded well-intentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was just way too creepy for me, and I couldn't handle it.
That's understandable. You know what else is creepy, Rebecca? Jim is actually on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you right now.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you thought that was creepy.
Oh, this just
I'm
isn't
so
normal.
sorry.
This is not normal.
Those are not sketches of you. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean they weren't me? They looked exactly like me.
I mean, a lot of those I drew before I even knew you or, like, met you or saw you or anything. I mean, if there's a resemblance, it's totally a coincidence, I swear.
The freckles? What about the freckles?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe, like, I think freckles are cute, and I was drawing a girl with freckles, and then I saw you, and you, maybe, like, you looked like something I had in my head already or whatever, but...
Jim, are you sure you didn't sketch pictures of her before meeting her?
Yeah, be honest.
No, definitely not. I mean, you know, like, you see images, and, like, if I had seen her face, maybe that worked its way into a drawing or whatever, but I swear I was not sitting at home, like, full Silence of the Lambs, like, sketching from your Tinder picture. Like, I swear to you.
Come on, give him like the benefit of the doubt here. I think he sounds like a nice guy, and obviously he'd be attracted to you if he was drawing women who kind of looked like you before he even met you.
I don't think I think the same way. This is just too much of a coincidence that we're on our first date and he shows me pictures and the girl looks just like me.
Listen, Rebecca, I'm really sorry. Now I feel horrible that you thought that I was some kind of, like, sketchy, sorry, pun intended, like, this creepy guy that was drawing you. I swear that is not what was going on. And I know the radio show thing is a little weird, and the whole thing is really weird, but I had a great time with you, and I think you're really cool, and I would love to just, like, reset and, like, hang out somewhere of your choosing. We can do something. No sketchbooks, like, just hang out. I'm really sorry about this whole thing. It's so weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just can't get rid of the image of me looking at myself crying in your picture. I mean, what was I even crying about?
It wasn't you. It's just it's an image. There's no, like, story or context. It's just a random person. It's just like a circumstance. There's no story behind it.
Hey, Rebecca, would you like to go out with Jim again? We will pay for a second date.
Oh, give him a second chance.
I don't think so. I'm sure he's busy drawing other girls on Tinder.
Oh my
Are
God,
you sure?
you're
Is
so
there any
mean to
way?
him.
Is there any way that he could prove to you that these drawings aren't of you? Maybe you want to see him again. Like, you guys could go out to a restaurant. He could show you the pictures again. You can look at them and maybe dissect them a little more. Maybe it was just in the moment.
So you want me to schedule another date with some random guy that drew pictures of me ahead of time? That's what you want me to do right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know what, Rebecca, you're right. Never mind. Forget I
Put it
asked.
that way.
Jim,
Poor Jim.
I'm sorry you did not get a successful second date.
I knew I should have left the sketchbook at home. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah,
Maybe in the future do that. Leave the sketchbook at home.
there will be a woman out there that appreciates your talents, Jim. I'm sure there will be.
thank you for saying that.
And you're probably drawing her right now.
It's brutal. You guys are brutal.
Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, that guy is a serial killer. Run. It's Brooke and Jubel in the morning. Talking about the second date update. This guy, Jim, wanted to call a girl named Rebecca. He liked her a lot. They went out on a date. She wasn't calling him back. It turns out that Jim is an artist, and during their date, he took out some sketches to show her that he's done.
showing off a little bit, right?
Sure.
This is my interest. I like to sketch things. She wasn't calling him back because all of the sketches looked like her. And that creeped her out, which I can understand. That's very creepy.
Yeah.
I still think it's by chance. I think that he was drawing something in his imagination, and that's why he was attracted to her.
But according to her, it looked exactly like her. And there was one with a woman crying with like a single tear rolling down her cheek. If I was dating somebody and they were like, check out my art, and it was a picture of me crying, I'd be pretty scared too.
Oh, it's not like, you're in a coffin or anything.
Oh, yeah. Famous last words. What can it hurt to go out with this guy again? Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is just email the show, and we will call the person that didn't call you back.
It's the radio segment that just said I do to the Toy Story franchise.
Oh.
Which is why from now on it's changing its name to Laser Toy Stories.
Ah. I like that, keeping who they are.
Yeah.
Lightyear.
It's Laser Toy Stories. The segment where we read a bunch of weird news stories from around the globe, except we have a bunch of rubber balls and slinkies, and those other guys just aren't in the right age range.
Yeah, we get it.
This first Laser Toy Story is out of France. 45-year-old Frédéric Desnard worked as a manager at Interparfums, a Paris-based perfume company, and according to him, he's had a rough go of it lately, particularly at his job.
But he sounds very fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, Frederic.
He claims that after he lost a client in 2015, management stripped his responsibilities and forced him to do meaningless and monotonous work for the next 4 years.
Okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. And everybody just listening went, yeah, welcome to the real world.
Exactly.
That's called work.
It's retail.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some of his new tasks included setting up a tablet for his company's CEO and escorting clients to and from his boss's home.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it is
So he's
boring.
an assistant.
Poor guy.
I know, but at least he's getting paid for it, man.
totally.
Frédéric claimed that those years were a, quote, descent into hell.
Oh, wow.
And it caused him to feel depressed and destroyed. He even told a local news outlet, quote, I was ashamed of being paid for doing nothing.
Who is shamed for that?
Wow.
They must do things real different in
Dude,
France.
I wish I got paid to do nothing.
Yeah.
As his mental condition deteriorated, he was placed on sick leave for 6 months
Oh, no.
before he was eventually furloughed and replaced.
Oh, man. That
So-
turned out bad.
Yeah, Frédéric got a lawyer, and recently the courts heard his case and agreed that Frédéric suffered from a bore-out.
Like boredom?
Yep, apparently that's a thing. Bore-out, being too bored at work.
Wow.
What?
And they awarded him $45,000 in damages.
Way.
You could get money for being bored at work?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Why did I not think of this?
Yeah.
Now
I'm going to
it's-
call my lawyer when this is
You
done.
are not bored here.
Well,
I am bored out. Afterwards, Frédéric said he was pleased with the verdict, and coincidentally, he's not bored anymore
No.
because he has tons of cash.
yeah.
He's on a vacation somewhere.
This next laser story is out of Jamestown, Kansas. There's a 31-year-old man named Paul Sparky, and he was driving over the weekend when another guy tailed him until he came to a stop.
Okay.
And when that happened, the driver got out of his car, walked up to Paul's SUV to tell him he was driving recklessly.
Okay.
And that's when the unthinkable happened.
What?
Paul rolled down his window and threw a box of rats at him.
What?
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
A box of live rats or
That's-
dead rats?
Oh, my God.
And why did he have rats?
It doesn't matter.
The man fell down and began freaking out until he realized they were all fake plastic rats.
Oh.
Thank God.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't travel with those in their car seat?
Yeah, still. Like,
Paul took off, but the man got back in his car and followed him for about 10 miles till they both ended up in a Dairy Queen drive-through line.
Okay.
that's where they ended up.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to stop the high-speed chase to get a chili dog.
Yeah.
Refuel. And luckily for the other guy, the line was moving slow that day, so Paul couldn't go anywhere as the man called police. The cops arrested Paul for aggravated assault with plastic rats right before he was able to get his blizzard.
Do you think they went back to the scene of the crime and took pictures of the dead rats scattered on the road?
Outlines of
Yeah.
each rat.
This next laser story is out of Food News.
Yay!
When two major brands come together, the outcome has to be pure magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
The bigger the better.
Well, we have some huge news of a collab that should have happened years ago.
Yes, food collab. Let's go.
I'm talking about Wendy's, the burger joint,
Yeah.
and the snack food powerhouse, Pringles.
Double rainbow. Oh my God.
Ooh, I'm into
What
it
are
already.
they doing? Are they trying to do like a Doritos Locos taco type thing?
Are they adding chips to a sandwich? Because a lot of people
So
are
what
into
if-
that is so good.
It is good. It's a good pro move.
What did the two food giants create? How about the new Pringles Wendy's Baconator chips?
Okay, I think I could get. So you buy the Pringles in the store. You don't go to Wendy's to get the chips.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
just had to clarify
Like-
where I'm getting the food from.
Like a can of Pringles chips
Yeah,
flavored like a
right.
Wendy's Baconator.
Oh, bacon, cheese. It can be good or horrible.
Oh man, it's pretty good.
So a regular Baconator from Wendy's consists of a half pound of beef, American cheese, 6 pieces of crispy Applewood smoked bacon, ketchup, and mayo. So how do you cram all of those elements into a single potato chip?
Just
yeah.
don't put the mayo on the potato chip.
Well, one food
Agreed.
blogger says he's tried the new snack and says the first chip he had was a blend of strong bacon and American cheese.
That's solid.
I feel like it would taste like those fake bacon bits.
Yeah.
You know, like the Bako bits
And
or whatever they
dry
are.
And, yeah,
And the
weird.
second chip he had was a balanced combination of all the flavors.
Why would they taste differently?
Oh, because they probably spray them with certain flavors, and so some of them get like the edge of this, and other ones get the full experience.
Apparently he loved it because he said he felt like he was in chip heaven.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I hope I go to chip heaven.
Yeah,
All chips go to heaven.
Yeah.
it's true.
Probably going to end up in chip hell though.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Chex Mix, just the wheat chip
Oh
ones.
yeah, they go right to chip hell, dude.
But these Baconator Pringles are only available for a limited time in select stores, so if you're craving a burger crammed into a chip, head out and grab some today.
Okay.
This next laser story is out of hot headquarters.
Oh,
Have you ever wondered at what age are you considered the most attractive?
oh, that's interesting.
Not now.
I would always like to say now, but I don't think that's true.
Nah, I'm past my prime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
According, you don't know that yet, because
Well,
according to an
I know.
annual survey called 100 on 100,
Okay.
which is a poll of 100 100-year-olds
What?
taken by United Healthcare,
Wait, they have to yell at them really loud for
Yeah.
them to even hear the questions?
well, they answered that question and more. The results are as followed.
Okay.
They say that we're the most attractive at age 31.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
After that, it's all downhill when it comes to our looks.
wow.
What age do they consider to be old? According to a bunch of 100-year-olds, they say it's 87.
What? That's when
old?
you get to be old, is
Dang.
87.
Is that true, Brooke?
Shut up,
I'm just asking. I don't know.
dummy.
Of course, a bunch of 100-year-olds would say, oh, it wasn't
Yeah.
that long ago
Yeah,
where you feel
13
old.
years ago I got old.
The most energetic age is 34.
Okay.
Oh,
Healthiest age is 46.
good. I have time to get healthy.
And the wisest age is 49.
Oh, wow. We
But
get
the-
smart that early, huh?
But the most
word.
content age that you'll ever reach in your life is 56.
Oh, I thought they were going to say 87 when your mind goes.
You just like
Yeah.
no longer depressed about being hot and not hot
Well, you just
anymore?
give up, I think, is
Yeah,
that point.
got
You know,
it.
like your
Okay.
expectations are so low
I'm
that they're
ex-
being met.
All right, I'm excited to get there.
Yeah. Speaking of someone who's 56 in shoe years, this guy's always seems pretty content with his life. That's because that's the sound of a turtle humping a shoe.
Yeah, is it, Jeffrey? You got
Turtle humping a shoe.
He's aging.
No, I
He's
know.
getting hotter.
Yeah.
And that means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day.
Yeah.
We'll do it again, same time on
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel's second date update.
A guy named Anthony is on the phone to do a second date update, and he met his date the old-fashioned way at the club. Yeah, got his bell bottoms on, slicked back his hair, couple gold chains,
Sounds like you're talking about the disco, sir.
doing the sprinkler on the dance floor,
Oh,
attracting
my
all the ladies.
Goodness, how could anyone just insane that turns me on?
Well, he said he met her at the club, and I'm just assuming that's the kind of guy Anthony is. I don't know that because I haven't really talked to him yet. Anthony,
Is that your
Hey,
game?
how's it going?
Good, man. You wearing bell bottoms at the club?
You know what? That night I might have been. I was taking all kinds of advice from everybody. I don't know what I was doing.
Oh, it was a wild night then.
Yeah, I mean, it was a friend's birthday party. It was my first time going out like that in a while, and I guess it just kind of got out of control. We all did, but normally I'm the guy who keeps it together, and I was definitely not doing that.
Was she someone that was in your group of friends that you hadn't really known before, or is this somebody that you just met at the club, like a random?
I think she was a friend of a friend.
It was a good night. I see.
So, because I'm trying to remember, because it was easy enough to start talking to her. I don't entirely remember how that happened, but it seemed easy enough as if we were there for the same party, but I don't know who she's connected to at this point. None of my friends knew her.
How much do you know about her at all?
All I remember is I thought she was really funny, and she looked at me like she was interested in what I had to say, but
Okay. And do you know her name?
Yeah, her name was Deanna. She had a great smile, and I mean, the problem is I remember about, let's say, 60% of the night. You know what I mean? Like I have a vague idea of how it went.
Okay, so you got hammered then.
Yeah, man, there was a special that night. It was like Long Island iced tea for $3.
Oh, that gives me a headache just you even saying that.
Long Island iced teas are terrible.
Oh, God.
And the worst part was the bartender. I remember his name was Brendan, and I started calling him B all night because I kept saying Long Island iced tea for $3, B, and he kept saying,
"Oh man!"
It was just so much fun to say. I didn't even think about what I was doing.
So what'd you do? Like hang out with her all night?
Well, we just started off at the bar trying to talk, and that went all right, but it's loud in there, so we kind of gave up. But then we ended up just kind of making our way to the dance floor, and that's when it started getting hazy, because after that it was just kind of a blur of dancing and Long Island iced teas, and then...
Do you think maybe the reason it felt like something you've never experienced before was because of those Long Island iced teas? It just everything felt great, and maybe it wasn't?
You know, I think it's possible. It's possible. I think some people say that different types of drinks get you different types of drunk, and this is a first for both for me, so I don't know what to compare it to.
Long Island iced teas are a love potion for him, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think so.
How did the night end with her?
So, okay, I kind of remember her asking me to walk her home, and I think I did, but...
You think?
There was definitely some conversation. I want to say she asked me, but it might have been me offering.
Who knows?
And I want to say that she said yes, but she might have said no. I don't even know at this point. But I think I remember us actually leaving to do that, but I don't remember reaching anywhere. I don't remember dropping her off or anything like that. All I really remember is being put into a cab.
And then
I think so. Maybe not, though. I don't know.
I didn't ask. How drunk was she?
I mean, I thought that everybody was as drunk as I was, so, you know, I assumed that she was the same as me, but,
but who knows?
Hopefully not, because I was in rough shape, it turned out.
So somebody put you in a cab, and that's the last thing you remember?
Yeah, someone put me in a cab. I got home safely. I know that.
Oh, good thing you got home safely, because I think the whole point of you walking her home is to get her home safely, but that's cool.
I know. Well, it turns out she got home safely. I know that because I've been in some limited communication with her.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I texted her to follow up, and she's been icy, to say the least. Because, like, I would say, hey, I had a great time the other night, and then she'd just respond, I bet you did. And I don't know what she means by that, because I think she remembers something that I don't. And
or she's just being coy. Maybe she's just being like, oh, I bet you did, because you met me.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's it, because I've tried asking her if we can go out together again, and she's been, like, pretty against it and pretty firm.
What do you mean by pretty against it?
Pretty firm.
Like, she's not, like, she's using a lot of, yeah, I don't think so, and not this time, but she's also not saying a hard, like, I think she wants me to keep asking, so she can keep finding different ways to put me down, you know?
When someone says, I don't think so, I think that's the same as saying no.
Maybe, I don't know. This could be different. Like I said, we had a great time up until maybe midnight.
Up until you don't remember anything.
Right. After that, I'm not very confident.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, call her, and figure out what happened with the rest of your night and why she's not wanting to see you again.
She didn't say she doesn't want to see me again. She said, I don't think so. It's not the same thing.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll call her and find out right after this, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel in the mornings. Second date update.
4 words that should never be uttered on a first date. Long Island iced tea. It's all downhill from there. Really, no words that should ever be uttered ever. Long Island iced tea. They should be illegal. Nothing good ever happens when you have Long Island iced teas. And Anthony, who's on the phone for a second date update today, had a bunch of them on his first date. Well, that's not even really a date. He met this girl named Deanna at the club. They had a special on Long Island iced teas, and he took full advantage and says he had a fun time hanging out with her, and they bonded and danced, and then he thinks he walked her home at the end of the night, but he's not sure, and somebody put him in a cab, but he doesn't know who. So we're going to call Deanna and find out what happened with the rest of his night and why she won't go out with him again.
And you do realize, I mean, since the second half of the night is so hazy, there could be like something really horribly embarrassing that she reveals about you.
Yeah, I'm pretty terrified.
Okay.
All right.
As long as we're ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Deanna?
Yes. Who's this?
Deanna, how are you? This is Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. Are you familiar with the show?
So which show?
The radio show.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
Brooke and Jubel in the morning. It's a radio show. You're not familiar with it at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm calling because you recently went on a date with somebody who does listen to the show.
And he emailed us because he says that you're not calling him back after your date, and he wanted us to see if we could find out why.
Who is the he?
His name is Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, Anthony. You met him at the club the other night?
Mm-hmm.
You've been texting with him?
Well, more like he's been texting with me, so yeah.
Okay. Well, Anthony emailed us about you because he thought maybe we could figure out why you don't want to go out with him.
No, I'm good. I'm not interested.
In him or in telling us why?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can you tell us anything? Because he's really curious. He thought you guys had a great time.
A great time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He sounds like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's nice. I'm not going to say he's not nice, but great time is pushing it a little bit.
Would it be a bad time? Did you have a bad time with him?
I don't really want to categorize it as bad. It was weird. Can I just say weird?
Yeah.
Sure. Can you tell us anything, though? Because honestly, he doesn't remember most of the night.
If I was as drunk as he was and I had as many Long Island iced teas as he did, I probably wouldn't remember the night either. So,
Was he super obnoxious?
oh my God, so obnoxious.
But didn't you hang out with him, like dance with him all night and go up to the bar and chat and get drinks together?
You know, we started in the beginning of the night, we were talking and it was cool. He seemed really nice. But that was before his eyes started going in a million different directions, and he was probably about 4 Long Island iced teas down. So, yeah. He went from cute to like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm even like standing next to this guy right now. He's so embarrassing.
Oh.
Did he walk you home?
He insisted on walking me home. I did not push for that.
Okay, because he
was
told
all-
us a little bit about that. He said that he thought you had asked him to walk you home, but he couldn't really remember.
Yeah, no, it didn't go like that. I said, I'm going to go. And he said, well, it's a man's job to make sure a lady gets home okay, so I'm going to walk you home.
Hey.
Well, I couldn't get rid of him. Not going to lie. So I was like, all right, whatever. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to go with it. It's funny because he thought he was walking me home, but it was more like me walking him home.
Yeah. So were you the one that put him in a cab?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was wondering. He couldn't remember. He thought maybe you did or somebody else did.
Yeah, no, it was just him and I. We were walking, and I really saw how drunk he was because he was starting to get emotional, talking about his dog that had passed away that he was close with. And oh my God, he was really going in, and I felt bad. It was getting deep.
Okay, so you just want us to tell him that he was annoying and drunk, and that's why you don't want to go out with
Yeah.
him.
And can you also tell him this? It is not okay to try to exchange your date for Taco Bell.
What?
That it's not okay.
What are you talking about? And 2, it's not?
No, it's Jubel.
Yeah. Well, we were walking home after the club. We saw a bunch of kids with Taco Bell, and he whipped out $10 and offered to give it to them
for the Taco Bell.
Okay.
They said no. He whipped out 20. They said no. So then he turned and looked at me, looked at them, and said, well, what about if you just take her in exchange for the Taco Bell?
You can have her. as long
Like you're some object that can be traded for Taco Bell burritos? Oh, now I'm pissed.
Yeah, I was not okay with that.
What did the kids say?
They laughed and they walked away, and he just was like, I'm so hungry.
Oh, my God. I would have been irate.
As drunk as he was, I'm like, seriously, man, you're going to, like, give me up for fast food? No, this is not. And at that point, I was like, okay, time to call an Uber. And that was it.
Okay.
Good for you.
And that's when you put him in the cab.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I bet you he'd be pretty interested to learn all that. I don't think he remembers any of that because he's on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, it's good to hear from you again.
Good to hear from me. Did you not just hear, like, my entire story that I just told? Hello? You know what you did?
Well, it was just nice to hear your voice again.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Did you hear that you tried to trade me for
Okay,
burritos?
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I did that. I don't remember doing it, so I trust you. I take your word that that's exactly how it went down. But I promise you, normally if I was sober, I probably wouldn't try to trade you for food, though.
So I would hope you would never, even if you were sober, try to trade me for anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I was just joking because I was so drunk and I've been so funny all night.
No, you pulled out your wallet and pulled out actual cash money.
Well, was there more than one taco? Because I'd like to think that I was trying to get some for both of us.
I don't know how much was in the bag. Does it really matter? You tried to trade me for fast food.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter how much Taco Bell there was. I'm sorry I tried to trade you. What if I promise never to do it again?
Oh, my God. Can you promise to never drink again? Because that was just atrocious. You
know what? I'm just glad that I allowed myself to be vulnerable around you.
What?
Because that's how much I care.
No!
Look, the only reason why I got that drunk was because I was so nervous, because I didn't expect you to be showing so much interest in me because you're so pretty.
No, you were drinking so much because it was $3 for 3 Long Island iced teas.
Oh, those must have been dirty.
Well, I mean, I appreciate a good deal, and I was nervous about talking to you.
It was also that, Deanna.
Those are 2 very good statements that he came back with, Deanna. You got to give him that.
I don't know. I mean, he's funny. Listen, I'm going to give it to you, Anthony. You're a funny guy, and you're nice, but you were a lot cooler before you threw down all those drinks. I liked you before that. After that, not so much.
Well, in that case, Deanna, would you like to go out with Anthony again? We'll pay for it.
Deanna, how about this? Go on a date with 10 o'clock me, not 1 a.m. me.
I think you should make it like 7:30 you, Anthony, from the sounds of it.
If you go out with me again, I promise I won't drink on our next date. I won't drink on our next 5 dates. I want you to get to know me, the real me, sober me, all right? I won't eat for 5 days, whatever it takes. I won't do anything other than you.
Whoa. I don't think you wanted to say that.
That's a weird statement, Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, though. My point is, like, I just want you to get to see the real me again, not club me. I don't like that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
What do you think, Deanna? Would you go out with Anthony one more time if he promises not to drink?
Say yes. We've all had dumb drunk nights. Do it. Give him a second chance.
I will go out with you again if you promise not to drink and you promise not to trade me for food.
What do you think, Anthony? Can you do it?
Yeah, that's the deal. I can do it. I promise not to drink. And I promise not to trade you for food.
Yay!
All right, then
Yes.
let's do it.
All right,
Sure.
well, congratulations, Anthony. You got your second date.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Don't screw it up.
Yeah.
I'm so excited I'm going to celebrate. Who wants to drink?
No, nobody. Not you.
Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
A text in at 78592 says, that girl's crazy. I would totally trade myself for some Taco Bell right now. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Anthony wanted to call Deanna. He wasn't sure why she wasn't calling him back. It turns out he got so hammered on Long Island iced teas that he was just a mess.
Oh, man.
and he was walking home. Well, she was kind of walking him home, but he said he was walking home, and they ran across some kids who had Taco Bell, and he actually tried to buy it from them and then offered to trade her for the food, and that was a big turnoff.
Yeah, probably also because they didn't do the trade. Like, he got denied that too. But what's sad is the red flag should have been the Long Island iced teas. Anytime a guy is drinking just one of those on a date, you know something is going to go horribly wrong.
Anyway, she decided to actually go out with him again, just if he doesn't drink.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's a good decision.
Yeah, no, because at some point, even if they date longer, there's going to be Long Island iced teas involved again, and she's going to have to babysit and possibly be traded for food. Probably not a great idea, but they did decide to go out again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
The only
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel's second date update.
They say that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
I already don't like the start of today's second date update.
And that's why Tim is on the phone for a second date update today. He found a discarded date.
No, listen.
And then he swooped in and got a date with her.
Discarded.
Tim, now, I don't want to call your date trash. It was just an analogy, okay?
Yeah, I get that.
Tell us about the garbage pickup. How'd it go?
Yeah. Well, let me back up. I went out that night to go see a play, and I just went by myself. So I go to the theater, and I'm there, and down the row, a couple seats down, there's this girl, and she was pretty cute. So I smile at her, and she sort of smiles back.
Did you throw her a wink, too?
No, I did the polite, like smile, head nod, just like, hello, hi.
Like bite the lower lip, like,
Oh, my God, Jubal.
You're so creepy.
Yes.
Any of the proper moves or just simply a smile?
Maybe I should have done that.
Right, you start talking about how this woman sounds like a sweater from Goodwill, and now you're... All right. So you smiled at her.
I did, and the seat next to her is vacant. So I get a little courage, and I kind of walk down a little bit to the aisle, and I just said, hey, is anybody sitting in the seat? And she said, yeah, someone else is going to come take the seat.
Okay, and then that's when you yelled at her.
Why are you yelling at her now?
He was upset.
No.
Oh, you didn't yell at her.
No, I just said, oh, okay. I didn't ask who, the seat was for.
Right, because it's none of your business because she's a complete stranger in a theater.
Yeah, but she also didn't say, who it was for either.
Yeah.
If it was her husband, I imagine she would say, no, it's for my husband or my boyfriend.
Right. She probably would have let you know, stop hitting on me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible.
I feel like seat taken is already stop hitting on me. Why are you guys saying, no, actually, I'm married. I'm in a very long relationship, and this seat has been taken by him.
Maybe there's this possibility that the seat is, just for one of a girlfriend, a friend of hers that she went to see the play with.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
so you went back to your regular seat then?
I did. I said, oh, okay, well, enjoy the show. And then I went back, and the show started a few, minutes later, and it was good.
Okay.
But then through the show, I sort of kept an eye just looking over by her to see if anybody had showed up.
You almost sound like you're starting to get a little creepy. The guy at the end of the row that keeps looking over at her during the play.
I did it. That's the thing. I didn't want to, so I kind of did the peripheral vision to see if there's any action happening over there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so intermission comes, and no one had showed up.
Ooh, the mysterious vacant seat. She's either lying to you or the person didn't show up.
So, I went out, I got something to drink, do the intermission stuff, and when I came back in, I came in, so I walked past her to get into the aisle.
Okay.
And as I walked past her, I just said, hey, the seat's still taken? And she said,
You're relentless.
no, they didn't show. And I said, oh, well, do you mind if I sit there? And she said, sure. So
that's
I
cool.
sat down.
Yeah, good persistence.
Okay.
You know, I would have felt weird going back up to her being like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? You said somebody's coming for that seat, but it's been open this whole time, and I've had my eye on that seat, so...
What's the deal?
Yeah. Are you a liar? You just lie to everybody? What's going on with you?
I didn't want to seem that way. I didn't want to seem like a creepy guy. It was more like, like I felt bad, like she got stood up on her date.
It's kind of awkward, though. I mean, you're putting her in a position like, what is she going to do? Stick to the lie at that point? No, someone's still coming for the last half of the play.
But the good thing is the play finishes and we start talking, and then I just said, do you want to go grab something to eat? And she said, yeah, sure, that'd be great. So
that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So we left and we walked to a place and we sit down and, we talk for a little while. We get a drink, we get some food. Conversation's great, it's not creepy at all. And I noticed, though, that she's starting to get a little, tired. And so I was like, oh, you know what? Why don't we just call it a night? And she said, yeah, that'd be great. So I walked her to her car, said goodnight, gave her a hug, and said, can I call you? And she said, sure. Awesome. And so I texted her a couple times, and I never heard back. And I was, I thought things had gone well, and, then I emailed you guys.
Did you ever find out who the seat was for?
We didn't talk about it at dinner because I thought if I brought it up and she did get stood up, it would be uncomfortable or make her feel bad, so I just stayed away from it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pretty smart, yeah.
So how long has it been since you guys went to dinner?
It's been like a week and a half.
A week and a half, okay. So she's definitely blowing you off.
Yeah, and, I just started thinking about why, who was that seat for? Maybe it was for a boyfriend or someone that she was dating, and he finally showed up, and now she's like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Maybe I was too forward, Maybe I was the creepy guy in the theater trying to steal the seat. Or, so that's why I emailed you guys.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, great, thanks.
All right, man, just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel in the mornings. Second date update.
I forgot to ask the most important question about today's second date update. If you just missed the first part, Tim is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Sarah today. They actually met at a play. She had an empty seat next to her. At the beginning of the play, he asked if he could sit in it because he wanted to move seats and sit next to her because he thought she was hot. And she said it was taken. And then after intermission, he saw the seat was still open. So he asked her again. She ended up saying, yes, you can sit in the seat because whoever she was waiting for didn't show up. After the play, they went to dinner, had a great time, but now she's not calling him back. And I forgot to ask Tim this, and I'm sorry about that, everybody listening. I know that you really want to know. Tim, how was the play?
No one cares about that.
Scale of 1 to 5 stars. What are we talking?
Well, the first act, I was a little distracted because I was, trying to figure out what the empty seat was about. So I think it was a 3.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
God.
Should we even do the second date update now, or have we gotten that all cleared up?
No, I still want to know why she never called back.
Okay.
And Tim, you can't remember any awkward moments you guys had when you went for dinner and drinks after the play?
No, everything was real, casual and cool, and I thought I was being very, polite, and I asked a lot of questions about her, what she liked. I thought it was a good conversation.
You actually seem very charming and like a good listener, so I'll give you props on that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Horrible play reviewer, but...
Yeah. Jubel's got a point.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Yeah, this is Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? My name is Jubel, and I host a show called Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
Okay.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you. What's this regarding?
Well, it's regarding a date that you went on just a little while ago.
Okay.
I know we started off so businesslike, didn't we?
I know. You might not even think of this as a date, but you recently hung out with somebody, and they've been trying to get a hold of you to get another date, but you're not calling them back. So they emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh, jeez.
Weird, I know.
Good.
His name is Tim.
Seriously?
Yeah. He told us about how he met you at a play, and then you had dinner after.
So he contacted you to get a hold of me?
Yeah, he did. Apparently, he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not returning any of his phone calls or text messages.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not into it, I guess.
It sounded almost like for a second you were excited that he contacted us.
I was more surprised, not excited.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Read that wrong then.
Yep.
Well, Tim told us about how you guys hung out. He said that it seemed like you had a great time, and he's confused.
Wow. I think he's an interesting person. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him.
Can I tell you what I think it is? And you let me know if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
So he said that when he saw you at the play, you had an empty seat next to you. And he asked you like twice if he could sit in it. The first time you said you were waiting for somebody to show up. The next time you said, sure, they didn't show up. Were you waiting for a boyfriend or a husband or something like that?
No. I'm definitely single.
Okay.
I actually just got canceled on by a friend.
So, I mean, why would you say yes to him sitting there when he asked the second time and yes to dinner if you weren't interested in him?
I mean, I was interested in him, but I'd only known him for like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that kind of changed once I got to know him.
Oh. Really? I told him after we talked to him that he was charming and a good listener. Apparently, I also had a bad read on that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fine. And then at dinner, I just sort of got some red flags.
What sort of red flags? Can you tell us?
Basically, we were walking into the restaurant, and he steps on my heel. And he just says, oops. And that kind of caught me off guard.
Huh?
So he stepped on your shoe and then said oops.
Yeah, and like, you know, normal people would apologize if you just stepped on someone, right?
Oh, yeah. He didn't say sorry about that?
No, like he didn't say sorry. It was really strange. And then at dinner, later, he knocks over his glass and it breaks. And when the waitress comes and picks it up, he just says, the glass fell.
Oh, so he
no
didn't,
apology.
He didn't take responsibility for the shoe or the glass.
Yeah, exactly. No apology. You know, if that would have been me, I would have been so embarrassed. Just, you know, you've broken the restaurant's glass.
Yeah.
And he didn't apologize at all.
So was he kind of a jerk then, just pointing out, hey, glass on the ground, pick it up, please?
Honestly, it kind of read like that. And that is just not what I'm looking for. I'm just not into somebody who can't say that they're sorry. You know, I'm looking for someone who's more polite and can admit when they've done something wrong, when they've stepped on someone maybe or broken someone else's property.
Wow.
I mean, it's the first date. And you'd think on the first date, that's when you want to be the most polite. And I think he just has some kind of problem where he can't say he's sorry.
Okay.
Really? I know a
Sarah,
lot of men
I want to
like
let
that.
you know that I don't have that problem. And I want to tell you that I'm sorry to break the news, but Tim is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Tim, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Tim, is that you?
It's me. Hey.
So awkward.
Is that the real reason why you didn't call me back? Because I didn't say sorry?
Yeah, that's the reason.
Wow.
I'm sorry. See, I can say it.
But I don't know why you're saying it.
Why I just said I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's just an empty sorry.
What?
Wait, now you need sorries with depth?
No, it just seems like, you know, for me, so we were walking in the restaurant. We were in the middle of a conversation, and I know what you're talking about. I stepped on your heel, and I sort of just went like, oops, it went back to the conversation.
Yeah.
It was like, it sort of looks like a toss-off that it happened. It didn't happen on purpose, and it was in the middle of a conversation, so it was just like, oh, oops, and we just continued. I didn't think it was that big of a red flag.
A normal person would say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I didn't step on you. I stepped on your shoe.
Tim, are you
Tim,
serious?
you're not. I would be apologizing if I were you right now.
Yeah, most people would.
Why? Why would I say sorry? I didn't do any of those things on purpose.
Okay,
Wait, so
sometimes when you don't do things on purpose, you can still say sorry. Like if you accidentally stepped on a shoe.
Yeah, but those are just those are just empty sorries because I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
So if you were like driving your car and you accidentally hit a pedestrian, you wouldn't apologize for that either because that wasn't on purpose.
Oops.
Well, whose fault was it?
Seriously? Are you serious right now?
That's a good point.
No, I'm just saying.
Your foot stepped on my foot. How could that be my fault?
It's not your fault. It was an accident. It's no one's fault. It's an oops.
I have never
oops?
really dissected the word sorry like we're doing right now.
No, it's just I grew up that if you're going to say sorry, it's meaningful, and you should say sorry for something that you did, and then you realize it was wrong. Then you're like, you say I'm sorry for that. But when it's like just an accident, like if you bump into somebody, it's just like, oops. It's not mean. It's not negative. It's just like, oops. And then the light goes on.
Yeah, but everybody else grew up with common courtesy. So even if you aren't going to say sorry, you say, excuse me, or I didn't mean to do that.
I just don't agree with that. Like if Sarah and I continued and we got into a relationship and then later on something happens where I should say I'm sorry and I say, hey, Sarah, I'm sorry, it would have such a huge meaning and she would really know, like, wow, he's really sorry.
Hey, I cheated on you, but I'm really sorry. And I don't throw that word around willy-nilly.
No. Yeah, you shouldn't throw it. You're right. You shouldn't throw it around willy-nilly.
That is so not what I expected your response to be to all this, Tim.
Well, I'm not really sorry about it. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Sarah.
Yeah. And guys, I'm not surprised. Okay, so are we done here?
No, not yet, Sarah. We're almost done. But I do have to ask you if you would like to go on a second date with Tim. We will pay for it.
You know what? Sorry, no.
It's so immature. It's so immature to say that with that tone. Like, now you're ruining sorry.
You've ruined the
Well,
word.
I find it immature that you can't use your manners that a 6-year-old can use. So maybe practice that.
Six-year-olds say sorry for sneezing. They'll say sorry for anything. Look, I am an adult. I am a grown man. I only say sorry when it counts and when it's needed.
All right.
I like that.
Oh, man.
All right, well, sorry. I can't even say sorry now without thinking about it.
You can't.
I won't say sorry because it's not my fault. Tim, you didn't get a second date.
Whatever.
Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
I had no idea that so many people would support the guy from today's second date update.
Me either.
Somebody texted in at 78592 and said, I agree, saying sorry is a sign of weakness.
My God,
and I refuse to be weak. If you missed today's second date update,
Oh, my God.
Tim wanted to call a girl named Sarah to find out why she wasn't calling him back. She said she wasn't calling him back because during the date, he accidentally stepped on her shoe, and he said, oops, instead of sorry. And he just basically broke a water glass, didn't say sorry to the waitress or anything else, just basically didn't apologize. And he owned it. He was like, no, yeah, of course I didn't say sorry. I'm an adult. I say sorry if I actually did something wrong and meant it. Those were accidents, and no, I'm not sorry about it. I'm sad it happened, but I'm not sorry.
But here's the thing. Even if you don't apologize, you can still, excuse your behavior. Like, excuse me, or I didn't mean to do that, or wow.
Well, he said oops.
Yeah, no, oops doesn't work.
I think oops counts. So I've learned a lesson in saying sorry, and I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm not going to apologize for anything, and I'm not sorry for that one bit.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
One 1-800-DUI-OA, now offering free remote consultations by phone or video conference for any criminal offense. Trust Brooke, Jeffrey, and Jose's friends with a free remote consultation. From Bradley Johnson Lawyers, visit 1-800-DUI-OA.com or call
1-800-DUI-OA. All right, it's time for your phone tap. And what happens if you're married and you both wake up one morning, walk downstairs to have breakfast, and there's a big, hairy, gnarly rat munching on food under your dining room table?
Oh, I would tell my wife, kill it, get it, hurry, I push her, then I run.
Jose would scream and get up on top of a chair.
Literally.
Well, that actually happened recently, and both people took a very different course of action.
No.
Because the wife wanted to call an exterminator.
Yeah.
But the husband immediately wanted to call us to prank her.
Now that is a good husband.
Yeah. Now, apparently the rat that they saw was real. Like, he didn't plant a fake one.
Yeah, okay.
But the call that Brooke's about to make is going to take it to the next level.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's your brand new phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
And weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Teresa. I'm calling from Beauty. I'm looking to speak with Lizzie.
This is her.
Oh, hi, Lizzie. I hope your day is going fabulous.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Great. I was just calling because I saw on your account that you recently ordered a fragrance from our Risque line.
I did, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Have you received the package?
Yeah.
All right. I'm hoping you haven't used it yet.
What, yeah. I don't understand. Why shouldn't I have used it?
Well, turns out that specific fragrance you purchased from us came from a bad batch. And, they did everything to try to recall it. But some of it got through to the stores and was sold before we could stop it.
Oh, my God. What's wrong with it?
Apparently, when the fragrance is applied, it can produce pheromones that attract rodents.
What?
So you heard me.
Yeah, I heard you. What does that mean?
You mean what are rodents? Because I had to look that up, too. They're like rats and mice
clear.
and stuff.
I got that. I'm real clear on that. I don't understand I don't understand.
Yeah, so I don't know all the scientific details about it or how it works like that, I just do beauty, but it just does.
Okay, but I actually have rats.
Oh, no. You do?
Yes, my husband and I saw one under our breakfast table yesterday morning, and I wanted him to call the exterminator, and he said that he was going to handle it.
Oh, my gosh. It's all because of your perfume.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, I am so sorry. I am just so sorry. I just need to know, how many days have you been using it?
3 or 4, I think.
Oh, wow. That's a lot more than the other women that I talk to.
I'm freaking out right now. What does that mean?
The only other person I spoke to that had used it for 3 days, she found out a family of rats had already created a nest in her crawl space.
Oh my God, ew, gross. This cannot be happening. I can't stand rodents. I can't stand rats or mice or any of those things. I don't even want a gerbil in my house.
I don't think it works on gerbils. I think you're safe there.
Oh my God, I was kidding. Okay, what? Okay, great.
Okay, so I'm sorry about the news, but you should definitely dispose of the perfume at a state-mandated hazardous waste area. I mean, if you can. Oh, and definitely call the exterminator.
Oh, you think? Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, good idea. I do have one more thing.
I really don't want to talk about this anymore.
A handful of people who use the fragrance did have their skin turn green after a few days, but it's only for a couple of days.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Their skin turns green? What are you talking about?
Oh, but good news. It goes away. I mean, it goes back to normal. It's just like maybe 3 or 4 days of green.
I don't understand. My skin is going to turn green?
I mean, maybe, maybe not. Only 45% of users had experienced that side
45%? That is a lot. 45% is a lot.
Yeah, but we are so sorry this happened, and we want to make this right.
I'm sorry, how are you going to make this right? Apparently rats are going to be running around my house, and I'm going to end up looking like the wicked fucking witch.
Yeah, sorry about that. But for your trouble, we are willing to give you a 15% off discount on any gift card purchase over $250.
What?
I know.
No, I would never buy from you again, ever. And I'm going to tell all of my friends to never order from you again.
Well, make sure to also tell your husband, Mike, not to order from us either, okay?
How do you know my husband? My husband doesn't order from you.
Because he's the one that came up with this phone prank. It's actually Brooke from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We're doing a phone tap on you.
Please tell me that this really is a joke and I'm not going to turn green. Like, seriously?
You're not going to turn green. Yeah, your husband told us that you guys did really see a rat in your kitchen yesterday.
Oh, we totally did. Like, we totally did.
He said you were super freaked out, but don't worry. He caught the rat.
Oh, my God.
He hadn't told you yet. See? Good news.
Yes, that's very good news. Oh, my God. It is not really great news for him because I think I'm going to have to kill him. Oh, my God.
Wake up every morning with phone phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel's second date update.
My philosophy is you always have to approach a date like a sale, right? You gotta always be closing. Always be closing, right?
ABCs, man.
Yep. So first date is all about how you close the thing down, right? Jose went on a date recently and the girl refused to kiss him.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And it really bugged you.
Yeah, it did, because we had every single bit of chemistry you could other than the kiss.
See, and
Wow.
that's the way that I like to close first dates, by not kissing.
What?
That is not true at all.
It just makes them feel insecure. And then you're going to get a second date because they're gonna be like, what's wrong with me? I have to go out with him again to see.
That's how I felt. I
See,
swear.
I told you. Thomas is on the phone with us right now. Thomas had a little problem closing his date, right, Thomas?
Yeah, what's up, Brooke and Jubel?
What's up, man? So tell us about your date with Danielle. How'd that go?
It was awesome. She showed up, and I silly stringed her in the face.
What?
What?
What do you...
Is that code for something? What do you mean?
Gross.
No. I just sprayed her in the face, and we started cracking up. It was just a perfect start.
So when you bought silly string, and then that's the first thing you did to introduce yourself?
Oh, no.
When we were online exchanging, emails, and then we ended up texting back and forth, she seemed to be edgy and funny that way. So I just went with it.
And then you pulled out the whoopee cushion and things got crazy.
And what was her reaction to that?
She was really surprised. She wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally when you meet someone for a date, you don't expect them to spray stuff in your face right away.
No, everything is good.
So where'd you guys go after you doused her in silly string?
I'm not really the best dancer, but I thought it would be kind of fun to try swing dancing. So I ended up booking some time at a dance studio right near there.
Oh, that's a fun
So
date.
we took a lesson together, and we basically just kind of stumbled our way through the entire lesson, and we were cracking up about that too. But it turned out to be a lot of fun. We had a good time.
I think that's a great. I mean, you get physical contact that way. You get some intimacy. That's
playfulness.
totally.
Yeah.
That's an awesome date.
So what happened at the end of the night? Tell us about how you closed your date and it didn't go so well.
Okay, so because the energy was so high and we were cracking up the whole time, I kind of stayed with that vibe, the kind of like the edgy, sarcastic. And so as I walked into the car, I just kind of tagged it, well, I guess this date didn't go as bad as I thought it would.
Oh.
And that's when everything just kind of dropped. It was a joke, but she was just kind of silent. Her face changed. And I'm like, no, I was totally joking around. It ended kind of awkward.
So she didn't pick up on your joke there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the playground school of thought where you kind of trip a girl and pull her hair a little bit to tell her that you like her.
Yeah.
What was her reaction after you said that?
Well, she just her face just kind of changed, and she's like, okay, thanks for the date. It was fun. And then she got in her car. So it was kind of like a stutter step into her vehicle, and she drove off.
No kiss or anything, huh?
Nothing, no.
Okay.
Sometimes women are sensitive. I don't know if you know that, but you have to be careful with sarcasm.
Yeah, thanks for the date is like the worst line you could end on
Yeah.
ever.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I texted her twice, and that's it. Haven't gotten any response.
Okay, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
Get jazzy on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel in the mornings. Second date update.
It's time for your second part of the second date update. Today we've got the life of the party. That's what I'm calling him, Thomas, on the line. I say that because Thomas is clearly one of those guys who's just always on, I think. He went out with a girl named Danielle. The first move he made when he showed up to pick her up was sprayed her in the face with silly string.
Yeah. Creative.
The date went well. He said they had a lot of fun. The silly string thing didn't bother her like you'd figure it would bother most people.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the date, he made a little joke to her. Thomas, what was your joke again? Why don't you tell us?
I said something like, guess this date didn't go as bad as I expected it to.
Yeah.
And then her jaw dropped and she said, all right, well, I'm going to go. And he hasn't heard from her since. Thomas, in my opinion, you sound like one of those guys who's just nonstop. Has anybody ever asked you to kind of tone it down a little bit?
Yeah, no.
I think the first answer was probably more true, Tom.
I mean, she's just a cool girl. I'm going after this because I think she's worth it.
Okay.
Okay, that's emotional.
Get her on the phone right now.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Danielle?
this is Danielle.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Okay.
What's going on?
Nothing. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a friend of mine. He's a real funny guy. His name is Thomas, and you kind of been blowing him off. We're wondering why.
Oh.
I'll explain a little more. Okay, so it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Thomas is wondering if he did something wrong on your date. Is there a specific reason that you don't want to see him again, or that you haven't been answering his emails or texts?
This is kind of awkward. Oh my gosh.
Was it fun?
It was okay. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
Can I ask you this question? What was your first reaction when he showed up and sprayed you with silly string right away?
Yeah.
Oh, so he told you?
Yeah, he did.
He actually said that you weren't fazed by it and thought it was funny.
Well, I was a little surprised. Yeah, and I mean, here I was going out on this date, and I, spent an hour getting ready, and then he silly stringed me in the face. So, I just put on my big girl face and tried to move on.
You didn't enjoy it as much as he thought you did, because he said you were a good sport about it. You thought it was really funny. Then you went out on your date and continued to just have the best time with lots of laughs and entertainment by Thomas.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fabulous date. It wasn't the worst date I've ever had, but he was nice looking. He wasn't rude. I mean, has a very odd sense of humor, but
all right. Well, all that stuff that you said right there would be like, why not give him another shot?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of worried about what he does. I mean, I just don't think that we could, I don't know, have a future.
You mean what he does for a living? You don't like his job?
Uh-oh.
Well, he had a pretty good job. He told me that he used to be a bank teller, but he had just quit his job to become a full-time phenomenon.
Full-time what?
What?
Exactly. A full-time phenomenon.
What does that even
Hey, I don't know how one gets a job as a full-time phenomenon. It sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm really relieved to hear you guys say that because I thought I was losing my mind. I had no idea what he was talking about. So I asked him.
Oh, okay.
And what did he say a full-time phenomenon does?
Well, he told me that he was dedicating all of his time, except for the time he was spending on this date, to becoming the next YouTube sensation.
That makes sense to me.
It pays well if you can succeed at it.
I've never heard of a professional YouTuber.
So you don't see a big future in that, huh?
No, I was slightly worried that there had been a hidden camera on us the whole time. Like, is this his sensation that he does these joke things to girls on first dates?
You were totally good with it when we were hanging out that day on the date.
That's Thomas, Danielle. He was actually been on the other line listening this whole time. Or should I call him the phenomenon?
You're kidding, right?
What is wrong with me pursuing my passion to be what I think I am supposed to be?
I don't. You know what? Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I've just never heard anybody refer to themselves as wanting to become a phenomenon. If you want to make money at doing YouTube videos, I'm perfectly fine with that. If you can do it, I mean, what kind of stuff does Thomas offer up to the internet?
It's kind of hard to describe exactly what it is that I do, but I can tell you this: all of the sound effects in my videos, I do myself. I do them with my mouth.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Could be cool. I don't know. I still don't really know what you do, but
it is cool.
It's always good when you can't describe it.
See, you see what I mean? I'm not the only one. People just don't understand exactly what it is that you do. It's sort of like in this gray area. I mean, I am supportive. I think that dreams are important, but I just don't quite understand if you can put your dream on a resume, or I just don't really know what you're going for.
I'm going for awesome.
I think that's what we're all going for, Thomas.
It's a lofty goal,
Just
sir.
going for awesome.
And yeah,
There's no one out there like me.
I don't doubt that. I think that you are unique and wonderful, but can't you be wonderful like at a regular money-earning job while you do your other great stuff on the side?
That brings me to my question. Thomas, how much does a phenomenon get paid? Like, what are you pulling down as a phenomenon?
Phenomenon does not discuss his income.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danielle, is there any way that you could look past his passion of YouTubing and try to go out with him again?
I don't know. I mean, look, it sounds like it's really a big passion of his and something he really, really wants to do, and I'm all for that. I'm so supportive. But it's like he said, he wants to spend 24/7 doing this. I don't want to be the next YouTube sensation, so I don't really know how I would fit into his 24/7 plan if that's what he's doing all the time. So maybe I'm just not the right person for him.
Well, perfect. At this point, I'd like to ask you if you'll go out on a second date with him then, because I will pay for it if you'll go out with Thomas one more time.
I'll leave the can of silly string at home, I promise.
I just don't think that, I can go home and say, Mom, meet my boyfriend. He's a phenomenon.
Well, Thomas, you did not get your second date.
I guess it's going to have to be all good.
You know what, though? Hey, Thomas, this can still be a win for you. Danielle?
Yeah?
Will you subscribe to Thomas's YouTube channel?
Absolutely. I would 100% subscribe to his.
There you go, Thomas. Yeah. We got you a YouTube subscriber.
Awesome.
He's so bummed.
Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
Wait till you're announced.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel's second date update.
A common argument that couples get in is usually over directions. Happens a lot. It can make it even more stressful if you're trying to figure out those directions, and there could be a serial killer following you.
What?
Or a madman with a chainsaw who wants to cut you in half. It can make it very stressful, and nobody knows that better than Matthew right now, who's on the phone for a second date update. Matthew, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll get to the reason that you think you're not getting a call back in just a second. But first, tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Sarah.
Sarah?
Okay,
and where did you meet Sarah?
Hold up. We're just like nonchalantly going into Sarah as there was
Well,
a madman following him. Like, I'm kind of more concerned about the serial killer than Sarah at this point. Is Sarah alive?
That's why I said we'll get to it in a second. First, how'd you meet Sarah?
We met online a while back, and I don't know, we just started talking, chatting it up and whatnot, and it was, the start of fall, so it would be the perfect time to go to a haunted house or something fall festive-y.
Oh, I was concerned for your safety this whole time, and it turns out it's just one big haunted house hype.
I just kind of wanted it to be games, rides, chill time, but it turned out to not be that at all.
Yeah. According to your email, it seems like you might have had one of the worst dates ever.
It kind of became like a haunted house, actually, because after all the games and the people and, whatever, there was this corn maze. And so, okay, yeah, sure, we'll do the corn maze. And everything's going great, we're hitting it off, having a great time, bonding and all that. But then 15, 20 minutes start to go by, and we're not seeing anybody else. We're lost in a corn maze, and I know that's the point of a corn maze, but it's getting kind of like a long time, and it's starting to get darker.
Darkest? Just
Pitch black.
I can see, though, if you're claustrophobic, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I was, but I kind of turned into, it was closing in on me.
So you guys were struggling in the corn maze, and that's where all the madness started?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say we were fighting per se, but we just kind of got short with each other. And I just know where we were going and where we were coming from. But then, I wanted to involve her, so we went her way. It just wasn't the right way. So things were not going great, and she started to panic, and I asked if she was okay, and she was not okay. And so I was like, okay, what could I do to calm her down? Because that's the worst thing is being, freaking out.
Yeah,
panicking.
You could have said, hey, we're at a corn maze in a pumpkin patch. I have a cell phone on me. I can call 911 if I need to. We're fine.
I don't know if I would have called 911. I mean, I don't think our life is in danger, but I was trying to use my cell phone as a flashlight.
Oh, gosh, it's getting that dark?
Yeah, exactly. And the battery was going down like crazy.
That's scary, too.
This is like a scene from a horror film.
It felt like it. So, like any good horror film, I needed some comedic timing and a little soften it up. And so I told her about this story. When I was little, I got lost in this Toys R Us and started to, get nervous, but I ended up finding my mom. And then I look up, and she's crying.
What?
She was actually crying.
You made her cry?
I thought she was laughing, but then I noticed there's tears in her eyes, and I was like, what's wrong? It's like a cute little story. She was like, all she could picture was this little 5-year-old lost in Toys R Us and this sad story. And
you made it worse.
I thought she was crying because she couldn't figure out how to get out of there or something. She was actually crying because of your story?
Well, that's what it turned into. Then she just started crying because of the corn maze. And I mean, not crying. She was bawling, like wailing. And she just screaming, like, help, lost. Didn't want someone to think I was like hurting her or anything.
So did your date end there? Did you just like go, all right, I'm going to find my own way out? Or did you guys finally make it out of the corn maze?
I thought about it. But I think it might have been like an hour and a half maybe. We were in this thing. We just started seeing these flashlights like a search party, and it ended up being the workers of the maze.
Uh-huh.
They were like, coming pretty fast too, because they were hearing all these screaming noises.
And crying.
Yeah, and they kind of looked at me like I was crazy, but whatever. We ended up getting out, and everything was okay. I don't know where we stand, really, because I haven't been able to get a hold of her.
So wait, you got out, and then what happened? Did you just part ways, or?
No, I took her home, and again, I was trying to, lighten the mood. I don't think it was probably the smartest.
No.
Yeah, you
So
apparently
told her,
suck at that.
Another story about when you were 7 and you were left in a Walmart.
No, I just told her that the GPS wasn't working. Like, the GPS was going crazy.
Oh, like in your car?
Yeah, and it was just like a subtle thing, I didn't even think anything of it, and then she did not appreciate that.
Oh,
Okay.
dude. These are bad
So
jokes,
at
man.
this point, she feels like you're making fun of her for overreacting in the corn maze, I'm guessing.
I can see where that logic comes in.
And have you talked to her at all since your date?
No, I've been trying to text her, I've even called her a couple times, just kind of see how she is, because I just want to know about her well-being.
Okay, so you're okay with dating someone who may be a little emotional.
Yeah, it was my fault because I put her in that situation, and if she wanted to go out again, I wouldn't take her to a place like that. So.
Okay.
All right.
Learn.
Yeah, big lesson learned. All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubel in the mornings. Second date update.
What are some of the scariest things in life? Probably sharks.
Yeah, those are
Well,
pretty
most likely sharks. And then there's the corn maze.
Right from there to the... Okay.
Yeah, those are probably the two scariest things.
That's it.
Or what if there's a shark in a corn maze?
It's impossible.
That would be
hard.
horrible. Also, a great new movie that should come out.
Oh, really?
They had Sharknado. Why not Shark in a Corn Maze?
Yeah.
Anybody called Sarah Michelle Gellar about that one? I'm sure she's got a clear schedule for it.
You put
Anyway.
this theme song behind it, and I'm already frightened.
We'll work on that after the second date update. But right now, Matthew is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Sarah. That's what they did on their first date. They went out to a place that had a corn maze, and things got bad because they got lost in the corn maze. Eventually, she was crying because she just wanted to get out of there. Yeah. They were finally found by the staff. They got out. They drove home, and he made a joke at the end of the evening about his GPS not working in his car. She didn't like that joke very much, and she hasn't talked to him since. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out if we can get Matthew a second date. You ready to go, Matthew?
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
I just, hope she wasn't actually crying because she was scared she was going to be stuck with you forever.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm just saying, prepare for that. We've heard some not very nice, kind things during these second date updates.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to make sure everything's okay and she's not completely traumatized, and maybe we can do something else besides go to a corn maze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
All right.
choice.
Well, I'll dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Sarah, please?
this is she.
Sarah, how are you? This is Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the Morning.
This is who?
Jubel from Brooke and Jubel in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Jubel?
No, that's my sister. My name is Jubel.
Jubel, okay.
And Brooke and Jubel in the Morning is a radio show, and we got an email about you from one of our listeners. That's why I'm calling you.
Okay.
Okay. We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And Matthew, the guy that you went out with to a corn maze recently,
Oh, God. Really?
he emailed us because he says he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not calling him back.
Well, that would be correct.
Now, wait, is that reaction because of him or because of how terribly the date ended?
I don't know. All I can say is, I don't know.
Okay.
It just wasn't a good experience, so I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, I don't think he meant for you guys to get stuck in the corn maze and for things to get that bad.
Yeah, but, my mother has always told me that when you hold a man's hand, if you don't feel safe and secure, then he's not the one. When I held his hand, it was all sweaty and clammy and disgusting. And he just didn't act like a real man on this date. Like, I don't understand how we're lost, okay? We're lost. And I'm usually not that emotional, but I showed a lot of emotion. I'm crying. I'm upset. And he's just like sitting down on the ground with his legs up. Not going to move. I'm just going to chill here until someone comes and gets us. Like, who does that?
Wait, he sat down?
He sat down. Like, this could have been a real life or death situation.
Okay.
Because we're lost.
Let's slow it down. You're in a corn maze. It wasn't actually a life or death situation.
Maybe not necessarily, but what if it was?
It's a test.
You just sit down on the ground and throw your legs up in the air and like, oh, well, I don't know what to do.
Well, I will say to his defense, if you're ever lost in the woods somewhere, you're told to stay put. Like, oftentimes going further is just going to get you into more trouble.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry. I don't know your name or whatever, but this is not the woods, hon. It's the corn maze. It literally goes in circles. I mean, how much lost could we have gotten? And I'm just like scared out of my mind. And he's doing nothing, just like, cracking jokes. Oh, I had this happen to me before. Well, guess what? It's never happened to me. So I would like to, I love my life. Hello, and I want to get out of here, like now.
Wait, you were really honestly that scared?
It's pitch black in a cornfield. No light, no nothing. I didn't want to spend the night there, and he was just acting like, well, someone will find us. We'll be all right. What?
Okay, so basically you don't think he's the type of man you want to be with because he wouldn't be able to take care of you in like a life or death or any kind of situation, basically.
Yeah, I mean, what if it was a real disaster like an earthquake or, we've had hurricanes and stuff. What are we going to do? Just sit on the ground and chill like, oh, we'll get swept away, but someone will find us?
I just feel like that's a pretty unfair
Okay,
comparison.
it's not like I got in a fetal position and was like giving up hope or anything.
What's going on?
Oh, Sarah, that's Matthew. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Apparently just started talking to you.
Jesus, take the whole wheel. Really?
I wasn't like I was just giving up. That wasn't the point. I wasn't trying to be this like wussy guy.
Well, that's what it looked like to me, Matthew. And then on top of that, when we get in the car, you're like, oh, yeah, my GPS is screwed up. I can't even get us home. What was that?
I was going for another joke. I mean,
Another
Man,
joke.
so
I'm
everything was
crying
so
and I'm
serious.
upset and I'm freaking out. You want to make another joke?
We were at a corn maze. Supposed to be fun, lighthearted, and it just got so serious. And you were yelling at the top of your lungs like I was going to kill you or something.
So my emotions aren't valid to you? Is that what you're saying? That's how you would react if it was like I was your girlfriend and I was freaking out about something. You're just like, oh, well, it's just this. That's your answer?
You know, I was trying to be calm and trying to calm you down. I mean, what? I was supposed to freak out too? What if
No, you weren't supposed to freak out. You were supposed to validate my emotions and make me feel like I was safe and secure, and you didn't do that.
I was trying to get your mind off the situation, and I guess it just did not work.
Sarah, I don't think I feel like you're not giving him enough chance. Like, you were over emotional. I'm sorry, but you were in a corn maze. I understand you were scared, but to be screaming and crying at the top of your lungs and then blame him for your emotions seems unfair.
I'm getting emotional all over again just thinking about it. Like, he doesn't know what my childhood was. Maybe I got stuck somewhere, and he just made fun of it.
I told you a situation from my childhood, and you didn't seem to care about that.
I did care, Matthew. I was crying.
You cared too much.
She's right, actually.
Now, you didn't care about it, but now she cared too much, Matthew? Which one is it?
Look, I don't know, but what I do know is that whenever they found us, they did take us the way I wanted to go.
Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't put an I told you so in there right now, Matthew. That's probably not super smart.
I'm just saying, if you would have trusted me, Sarah, and let me be the man, I would have saved you and got you out of the situation like you wanted to.
Oh, so now you want me to trust you after you sat down on the ground and threw your legs up and made jokes. Nah, son, I'm not believing you.
Oh, my gosh, Sarah.
We just kept going in circles and circles and circles. And at the end of the day, it is a corn maze, and children had done this corn maze. And since we obviously couldn't figure it out, maybe we just should have got naked in the corn maze and done stuff.
What?
Would that would have been what you wanted?
That is creepy.
Sounds good to me.
At that point, you couldn't even get me so...
Okay, come on. Come on. Just, you know, earlier when I talked to people at the radio station, I didn't want to go to a corn maze, but I think we should go back to the corn maze and face our fears, show you that I can be a man and take control of the situation.
Okay. All right, Sarah. Wow. Hey, Sarah, would you like to go on a second date with Matthew? We will pay for it. You can guys go back to the corn maze. He can punch a 7-year-old in the face, show you he's a man, and he can handle any kind of adversity. What do you think?
So let me get this straight. He wants me to go back to the corn maze, the place where we had all of this disagreement at, and try to... No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are a very well-fit couple.
It'd kind of be like a cute, fun story, the way we started out our relationship, you know?
Yeah, like
I don't think
you guys went to a corn maze, you questioned his manhood, you went back to the corn maze, you probably still would question it again after, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be a cute story, Sarah.
Yeah, I think I've done enough crying for the entire year already, guys. I don't want to do it again. Thank you.
All right.
All right, well, it's your loss. You're missing out on this. And if you think it, you have my number.
No, actually, I don't. I blocked and deleted you.
Oh, all right. Well, sorry, Matthew. No second date. But I'm sure there's a woman out there who will hold you when you're scared. So don't worry about it.
At the very least, somebody who's not going to freak out and go all lunatic crazy on me at the corn maze. I mean, that's the type of girl I'm looking for.
Well, good luck, homie. Find her because I'm done. Block, deleted. Thank you.
Brooke and Jubel in the morning.
A text in at 78592 that says, see, that's why I don't go to corn mazes. It's ruined 3 of my relationships. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Matthew and Sarah spent their first date lost in a giant corn maze.
Oh, man.
She didn't think that he handled the situation like a man. He was wondering why he wasn't getting a call back.
Yeah.
And she thought he didn't handle it like a man because instead of taking charge and finding a way out of the corn maze, he just sat on the ground and made jokes and waited for people to find them.
Right.
Matthew said that he's only trying to take Sarah's mind off the situation with a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
But Sarah was completely turned off by his attitude and doesn't think that he could handle himself in stressful situations because of it. They decided not to go on a second date.
I just feel like she's looking for like a super like pumped up testosterone dude that would
like,
drive
I'll
me
save you.
crazy.
I'll knock all this corn.
Just walk straight through it. I don't care. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and this week, the annual CES convention took place in Las Vegas, where tech companies show off their latest innovations that are bringing the world into the future.
Okay, let's go. I love this thing. I think it's so fascinating.
Yeah.
I would assume this has been online for centuries.
Right.
It's a tech convention.
Well, this year, it was on Zoom.
Okay.
It's normally an in-person
Right,
event,
right.
but because of the pandemic, everything was moved to all digital.
Oh, they're so futuristic. Why
So
weren't they doing that
CES,
years
yeah.
ago?
But that didn't stop companies from showcasing their wild and weird new products that might revolutionize the way we live. And because of the virus, a lot of companies focus their energy this year on developing new gadgets to specifically help consumers navigate a COVID world.
Okay, so like better face masks or hand sanitizer.
Sounds like you were there, Brooke. Yeah, you know everything.
What do they got?
We already have that.
Yeah.
Well, for example, there were several smart masks that were debuted
See,
at
it
the
was
event.
Yeah.
They're high-tech face coverings that connect to your smartphone via Bluetooth, and they can monitor everything from your breaths per minute inside your masks to outside air quality.
So they like change color, it looks like, depending on things?
There's one mask that flashes red if it detects you're in an unsafe area or an unsafe environment.
Dude, every time I go home from work, where I live in the city,
Yeah.
it's like, you're in danger. I know. I live here. Okay?
There's another mask from a company called Amazfit that's self-disinfecting too.
Okay, that's cool.
Meaning after every couple hours, there's a small car wash basically that goes on inside of your mask.
Does it sound like
Weird.
like bad taste? Anybody else just get it in their mouth? Blah.
No, and not on your skin, like inside of the mask,
Inside
within the layers of it.
Okay.
I mean, still weird. Your mask
Yeah.
is foaming, and
Right.
people are concerned you might have bitten like rabbit or something. You're like, oh no, it's fine. It's just
Yeah.
disinfecting itself.
No, sorry. I paid for the extra hot wax.
Yeah. And also, there's a new product a lot of people are actually really excited about called the Bio Button. It's about the size of a silver dollar, and it sticks to your upper chest with like a medical adhesive.
Okay.
And it can track your skin temperature, your heart rate, physical activity, your sleep patterns. But the big thing about it is it can identify if you have symptoms of a possible coronavirus infection, even if you don't actually feel sick.
That is helpful because there's asymptomatic.
Pretty wild.
people.
I mean, I had heard throughout the year that some people's like Fitbits were like telling them that they were sick before they actually felt sick.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the change in your heart rate and
They should make them for those STDs. That would be a good alert to have.
That would be so nice.
Yeah.
You show up
not
on
the
a
first
date-
thing that came to mind for me, Jeffrey. Is there
Hey, it was the first thing came to my mind. So thank you.
I'm just saying, after the pandemic ends, there could still be practical use for this.
Okay.
You go on a date, it's like, let me see your watch. Before
Yeah.
you go in here, okay?
And what about all the people who've been isolated because of quarantine rules?
Yeah, that's
man.
like me.
Well, one company's trying to help with that with a new pet called Petite Kubo.
Oh no! Is this another one of those robot dogs
cute.
that they
I
thought
know
were
it
gonna
is.
like replace real dogs and it never happened?
It's a portable-sized robotic companion,
Oh.
and it looks like a fuzzy gray cat,
Oh my god.
but with, it has
horrific.
no legs, no head, no face at all.
Okay.
Digital Jake's holding up a picture for us
So
right now.
it's like a tail moving around your house.
It's just a round ball of fur with a stubby, swishing tail poking out of it.
It's like a
It looks-
Roomba.
It's a little
It looks
scary.
like a Davy Crockett hat to me.
It does. And so there's no wheels. It doesn't move. The only thing that moves is the tail.
Oh,
no.
even weirder.
It wags around and responds to sounds that it hears. And I've
don't like
actually
that.
watched the commercial for this.
Yeah.
It's way creepier than it even looks.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, because the designers say it feels like a real pet is supposed to be resting on your lap while you work or watch TV, and if you press your ear against it, you can hear a little heartbeat inside.
Oh, nope. So it's just like the headless cat I have at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Very similar. I can see why people would like that.
The good news is it doesn't have fleas and it can't scratch you.
Mm-hmm.
So
It doesn't have fleas until I adopt it.
There you go.
Then I'll give it.
Another thing that was debuted at CES in Las Vegas this year was a 5-foot smart device called Garden. Garden spelled with a Y.
Of course.
It's a plug-in home smart garden that grows salad up your living room walls.
Oh, I want this! That's awesome!
If you look at it, it kind of looks like a giant portable coat rack.
Yeah, that's cool though.
And it's growing stuff inside. It can grow 14 different variations of lettuce, from arugula to Swiss chard. It can also grow all types of vegetables: parsley, celery, tomatoes, jalapenos. It can do strawberries or even flowers if you want it to. And it has built-in sensors inside that monitors the environment in your home, and so it adjusts automatically how much water the plants get. And then when it senses that your vegetables are ready to harvest, it sends a message to your app telling it it's ripe and ready to be picked.
That's smart
cool.
veggies. That's so awesome.
But why veggies? Why can't it be like donuts or something coming out? Like,
well, sorry,
why,
Alexis.
Why lettuce?
Donuts don't grow on trees.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know what you learned over at Boise State over there, but
Okay, well, whatever.
okay.
Someone can make it happen.
So a lot of cool stuff. Other than that, the two other big products from CES this year were a voice-controlled fridge from LG.
Why do you need that? I don't understand that. People have the smart fridges where it's like, shows you what's inside the fridge without opening the door. I'm like, just open the door.
Well, the idea is if your hands are full with your groceries, you can say open fridge, and the doors will open so you can put the stuff inside.
Because the ground is so far to just set things down on.
Do you normally put your food on the ground before you put it in your fridge?
In the bag. If it's in the bag, I set it in front of the fridge. and
Oh, you're fancy. You
put
have
it
bags
away.
for your food.
then grocery bags.
The whole thing about the LG fridge, the real innovation behind it is its new and improved bougie ice.
Ooh. Okay, I do love
Good
some good
ice
ice.
is a game changer.
I know. Talk to me. It's the only reason I went to Pizza Hut in the 90s.
It's because instead of making it in cube form, their fridge makes it in tiny spheres.
Oh, those are the best.
It's good ice.
Their marketing line is, quote, "Be a baller, it melts slower." Do you get it?
They need to work on that.
Well, again, it's like baller,
But-
like
yeah.
balls of ice. Yeah,
we
no.
get it. It's just not very
Yeah,
clever.
no, the nerds over there
Yeah.
are not very good at pick up
Hey,
lines.
I heard the word baller online.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put that in there.
I'd like to complain. I opened my freezer. There's no balls anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a 50 Cent rap video from the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
try
right.
it.
That's right.
And finally, the Samsung TV solar-powered remote.
What?
Oh.
99 million batteries are used every year for TV remotes.
Do you have to take your remote outside, or is it okay just sitting by a window?
You just put it on your windowsill if it dies, and then half an hour later, should be ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I mean, I've always wondered why everything isn't just plug into USB and recharge. Like,
That's
why can
true.
some devices do that and other devices require batteries
I'm
still?
worried about like rainy cities though. Like, what about if you never see sunshine for a week? I just can't watch TV.
Then you have to get the crank remote with the little crank on
Yeah.
it. Text in to 78592. How many smart gardens do you think Jose is going to buy to grow his own hippie lettuce inside?
That's not lettuce.
Yeah, that's not good. That's mold or something else.
Yeah. Text it in. Your phone tap's coming up right now. It's the radio segment that attempted to make headlines on TMZ because he was partying with Post Malone when
Okay.
Posty passed out.
Uh-oh.
And he drew inappropriate things on Posty's face with a Sharpie.
Wait a minute.
But
I thought-
you can't see him.
Yeah. I just outlined what's already there.
You can't tell which ones they are.
Yeah.
It's Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser, and those other Denama haters just don't. This first laser story is out of Hudson, Ohio. Mayor Craig Schubert was at a Hudson City Council meeting earlier this week. He brought up the fact that a number of residents have requested permission to ice fish on the local lake.
Okay.
So ice fishing on that lake is currently prohibited, and the council started to discuss the reasons why.
Sounds normal.
Someone
so
could fall through the ice and the city could be held liable for that.
Right.
It could also create an additional burden for local firefighters.
Right. Like, how do you get out to them if the ice is too thin and somebody's out there?
You know all about this, Brooke.
But Mayor Schubert has a completely different concern that shocked everyone in attendance. Let's listen to the audio.
Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing, while on the surface it sounds good, then what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty on Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time? And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties, then that leads to another problem. Prostitution. And now you got the police chief and the police department involved. Just data points to consider.
Okay. So I'm not in favor of shanties.
Oh,
Wow.
my, what's a
I'm
shanty?
Sorry, what? It's just like the ice huts that you put over the top of your ice hole.
Yeah, those
But
little
how did he
shacks.
go from shanty to prostitution?
It's a slippery slope, Brooke.
Like, literally, because you're on ice?
Yeah. Next thing you know, you let people fish on the ice and then hookers everywhere.
Oh, my God.
That's how it goes.
I want to try ice fishing
Not like
now.
a fishing hook, like an actual.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And after
Okay.
that comment, the room moved on awkwardly.
Yeah,
it sounded like
Because
it.
no one else was linking sex workers to ice fishing.
I know. And can you imagine being a prostitute on the ice?
Oh,
it's
my
like
God.
that
Not
show
great.
Ice Road
All of it.
Truckers.
All
I would
of it.
totally watch that.
Yeah,
People
I
getting
mean,
stuck together out there. Then the
Oh,
firefighters have a whole
wow.
nother problem they
That's
got to
true.
deal with.
How do you even wear your stilettos out to get to said
Yeah.
shanty?
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Too many problems.
wow.
The mayor's comments were not forgotten
Yeah.
because they quickly went viral on Twitter.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
Of course, people had jokes like, nothing says I'm horny like a tiny shack built over a hole in the ice. Another one said, now I'm singing Love Shack and I can't get it out of my head. This next laser story is out of Russia. What do you do when you're bored at work? Well, one guard at a local museum was facing just that dilemma. It was his first day on the job, and he didn't really reckon he'd be so bored standing there for hours and hours.
Okay, that's, I mean, the whole job.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
He finally decided to do something to amuse himself.
Uh-oh.
And so he walked over to a famous Russian painting that's called Three Figures, and
Uh-huh.
it shows the busts of three people with completely blank faces.
oh la la.
And then the bored security guard pulled out a ballpoint pen
Oh, no.
and decided two of them needed drawn-in eyes.
Sir, it's your first day.
Don't
Maybe
draw
don't.
the art, bro.
That's so funny.
He also drew two little circles on each of their blank faces.
Nobody got time for that. Like, he didn't
All
even
right.
try to make it not elementary school looking.
Yeah, very
Okay.
childlike. And a
Yeah.
few hours later, his first day quickly became his last day
Yeah.
as the guard got fired.
Good.
He's like, it looks better. It was just creepy. Those blank faces staring at me the whole time.
And then the artwork was sent back to its Moscow gallery, and a restoration expert there said the damage can be repaired.
Okay.
However, the guard could
Good.
face a $534 fine and a 1-year labor sentence.
Oh.
Dang.
Don't feel like a labor sentence is what you want in Russia.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of Philadelphia. A local pizza joint ran an ad last week because they wanted some exposure.
Okay.
But this wasn't the kind of exposure they were looking for.
Are we back to the ice fishing huts?
I say that because there's a family-owned pizza chain called Charo's,
Uh-huh.
and they ran a new ad in a local magazine that was mailed out to thousands of people.
Okay.
And somehow, nobody noticed that something in the ad was very inappropriate.
What is it?
Because Charo's sells pizza, yes, but
Okay.
they also sell fancy coffee. So
All
they
right.
included a photo of someone pouring cream into a cappuccino.
This all sounds normal.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong there.
Well, apparently they just pulled the image off the internet, and unfortunately they didn't realize it was photoshopped. So the swirling
Oh,
foam
no.
on top
Oh, no.
was actually crafted to be a naked guy
Oh,
who's showing off something very impressive.
Oh my God.
Is it the famous meme
I'm going to
naked
show
guy?
you my co-host the picture. Please be careful what you say when you see it.
It is, bro.
Look at the phone.
It's my dude.
Brooke and I troll each other with this guy's
yeah,
photos.
yeah, yeah.
It's really funny.
There's
It's so funny.
a
My
man.
girlfriend sent me a positive COVID test, and when you zoomed in on it, it was actually just
This
a picture
guy.
of him.
As soon as you see it, you can't unsee it.
really
yeah,
good.
I know.
But
It's genius. though,
Nobody
for
at the
marketing.
restaurant or the magazine noticed it before it went to print.
I feel like
at it really quickly, it does just look like some clouds.
I feel like
right.
this would give them more business, though.
Yeah.
So Charles,
I'd like the wiener coffee, please.
Charles just found out about it last week, and they posted an apology on their Facebook.
Wow.
And they said they pride themselves on being a family-friendly business.
Oh.
And they were devastated when someone pointed it out to them.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
gosh.
man prides himself on something else. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
He's famous for it.
Holy cow.
I've seen him in a lot of
My
meetings.
God.
Alexa, stop Googling where this place
Hey,
is.
I want to work there. I'm
Yeah.
going back to coffee, guys.
All right. This next laser story is out of New Year, same old you.
Okay.
Today is February 11th, and it's the 42nd day of the year, and that's the day, on average, that people abandoned their New Year's resolutions.
Oh, really?
Wow, I feel like we kept him longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Over a month. Anyone else? Yeah.
And to celebrate, let's have cake.
Oh!
So, I guess the question is, why are we all giving up? 40% say they're less motivated to change than they were on New Year's Eve, and 29% say they're getting bored with sticking to their resolutions.
That's why I don't make any.
Yeah.
28% of people say they're quitting because they're experiencing complications, which means they're trying to imagine a Valentine's Day without eating sweets, or a Super Bowl party without booze,
Totally.
or any day without actual exercising.
Yeah.
So, who's noticing this the most?
Yeah.
Fitness places, of course.
Oh, right.
And they're trying to capitalize on the fact that people ditch their goals at this time by running promotions like Resolution Reset Day.
Oh, let's do it again.
So all the real gym people are like, finally, they're
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
going to the gym
Yeah.
today.
It's to remind everyone that it's not too late to renew your commitment to change, at least for another 42 days.
Okay.
And that reminds me of a very famous quote. To exist is to change is to mature. And to mature is being able to afford a more expensive piece of footwear that you can love for over 12 minutes.
So wise.
12 minutes.
Thank you, Gandhi. That means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
A healthy lifestyle depends on quality sleep, and Sleep Number is here to help you sleep more efficiently. Sleep efficiency is the amount of restful sleep you have at night and is a key part of your overall health. Here are some tips to help you get the most efficient sleep possible. Reduce caffeine consumption before noon and limit late-night alcohol. Get regular exercise during the day, which helps you feel tired in the evening. And keep track of your sleep health with data from your Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Sleepers who routinely use their Sleep Number 360 smart bed features get almost 100 hours more proven quality sleep per year. With that much extra energy, you could get more quality family time, volunteer at a meaningful charity, or exercise, meditate, and reconnect with nature. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep, which starts with Sleep Number adjustability. It's time for Sleep Number's ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus special financing for a limited time. Only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com/podcast1. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com/podcast1 for details.
Bread and butter wines pair with the life moments you love, offering a rich and jammy Cabernet Sauvignon, a silky smooth Pinot Noir, and a buttery Chardonnay. Bread and butter wines are delicious. Find bread and butter wines in your favorite store.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We've done so many second dates. I would say each one tends to fall into a certain category.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's the drunken one-night stands.
Oh, for sure. A lot of those.
Mhm. There's the blind date that was set up through friends.
Always a disaster.
More rare, but we get a lot of those.
Sometimes we get a lick date,
Lick?
where a couple licks each other's faces for hours.
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. No, that was just a dog video I just watched.
Oh. What?
A really good one on YouTube. It must have still been in my head.
Huh?
But no, back to the second date update. One of my favorites is the old school high school crush date.
Oh. It's kind of like redemption after
Yeah.
having a crush for so many years, and then you finally get to go out.
That's
You're just
right.
like lucky they're not married yet.
And that's what's happening today with one of our listeners named Noah. He's been looking to reunite with an old classmate.
Oh, Noah.
Noah, you found me.
No.
I'm here. I am ready for you.
Are you calling about Jeffrey, Noah?
Hey guys, no, I'm not calling about Jeffrey. Not this time.
Okay.
Oh.
This
You must
okay.
have been rich.
Yeah,
No, I
because
don't-
he went to a rich private school.
I don't want
so-
you either, Noah.
Okay.
Forget you.
Jeffrey gets all mad.
Okay, whatever.
Who are you calling about, Noah?
Yeah, who's this person that's so much better?
It's not Jeffrey.
Okay, so there's this girl that I've known forever, and we went to high school together. And
Can I interrupt? Noah, does she have a name?
her name's Anna.
Okay. All right,
right.
Anna. So you went to high school with Anna.
Anna, Noah, I like the flow.
Uh-huh.
The flowa.
So how did you end up reconnecting with Anna?
Well, I mean, we dated in high school, and she moved away. She went to school.
Oh, you guys actually dated in high school. It wasn't just a crush.
I guess what I mean by date was more in my mind.
Oh, that's
not
What? That's
not weird at all.
Well, it does count.
No,
It doesn't.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
dating Sofia Vergara right now.
Hey,
I'm dating her.
for us lonely guys in high school, it counts.
Okay, in high school.
Don't you dare discredit us.
In high school, maybe.
I feel
no
you, Noah.
way, dude. I was a lonely girl in high school. I was trying to get anybody to make out with me, and it didn't count. Okay?
Oh.
It didn't count at all.
All right. Well, so you didn't actually date in high school, but you were able to reconnect years later. How did that happen?
So she would come home, like I said, she's in college pretty far away. She would come home for the holidays.
Okay.
And while she was home, we would hang out.
Oh, yeah.
And so one of the places that we actually met up one night was this local bar that a bunch of friends would always hang out at.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, this all sounds typical. I think we've all lived this story, right?
Yeah, but
I
is this
still know
your
this when I go.
date that you're talking about, or is this just how you reconnected?
So this was the moment that we actually spent a lot of time together to reconnect, was that time in the bar.
Okay.
All right.
And so did you ask her out on a date and you went on a date later, or you just made out that night?
So there was a lot of flirting and a lot of hanging out, and yeah, I did kiss her.
Oh. Finally got the kiss after all these years.
Oh, wait, was that
I go to hometown bars and make out with guys from high school, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
mean
that was
anything.
like 2 years ago.
Sometimes.
Of course she does. She's like 22.
It's kind of
That's what
fun.
you do when you're 22.
And she just hit the bar scene.
But wait, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Back to you,
The
Noah.
girls
Was
were
that
not
the?
like that when I went back home.
I just think it wasn't for you, honey. It was for everybody else. But
Okay.
Noah, was this the first kiss you guys have ever shared?
This was the first kiss, yeah.
Oh man.
How was
So this was like a big moment for you then.
This was a huge moment for me. I mean, it
Okay.
just rocked my world. But unfortunately, the next morning, she had to fly out.
Oh
no.
And there's where the airport scene comes in and every rom-com.
Yep.
No, don't leave.
Yeah, stay here. Give up on all of your education just for me.
So what happened next?
She didn't invite me to the airport, which
Oh.
kind of sucked.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
But about 3 weeks later, I came to visit her.
Oh.
Whoa.
With
She invited you out?
an invitation, or just you showed up?
It was kind of a little bit of both. She didn't really invite me, but she said the door's kind of always open.
Okay.
I know what that's like. Or it's like, yeah, we should totally hang out sometime.
Yeah.
And you take that as, oh, I'm going to book my ticket now.
She's like, we're so
See,
far away. He's
I
not
usually,
going to come.
yeah, when I say that, there's like the 1% chance they might come. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Think
and
I'm
it,
not.
I mean, that's a big deal, though, because that's like inviting her old high school whatever into her new world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess the best gauge is, how did she react when you showed up?
I guess it was a little weird because it was a more surprise, and so she didn't really know how to handle it. But she was still excited to see me for sure, and unfortunately, she had to work
oh.
a lot of the time that I was there.
Well, you didn't tell her you were coming, so
Right,
she can't
totally.
take time off. That makes sense.
Yeah, we spent time together during the day, but then she had to work nights. She works for our catering business,
Okay.
so I kind of hung out with her roommate while she was working. But I don't know. There are a couple of things that just kind of make me feel like there might be another guy in the picture with her. So
Why do you think there's another guy?
just the way her roommate was talking, it's just like she was dropping some hints, but like she wouldn't actually talk about it.
This isn't really a second date update, though.
That's
this
what
is
I'm
like
wondering.
you were in a one-sided relationship, and we need to figure out how she feels. Is that what you want?
I don't know. I disagree with you. I think that it is more of a second date update because when I was there, we walked around and held hands and talked about the past in our lives and kind of like our relationship we've had over the years.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
all
you
right.
did get that kiss. I mean, you can't put that aside. That's huge. You
I don't know.
just kiss random
She wouldn't
people.
hold hands in public on campus if she had another boyfriend.
Unless her hands were cold. But I don't know. Let's figure this out, okay? We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Anna for you, and we'll ask her, do you have a crush on Noah? Circle yes or no, or kind of.
All right.
All right, hold on. If you're just tuning in, today's second date update is the kind of thing that movies are made of.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, high school boy meets high school girl. Girl goes off to college. Years later, she comes back to visit and makes out with boy at a dive bar. Boy follows girl back to college, uninvited. Girl's busy and has to work her catering job, so boy mostly hangs out with girl's roommate. Boy leaves and calls a radio station because now he has more questions than answers.
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Yeah,
Starring Zac Efron and Meryl Streep.
That's an interesting mix. Meryl Streep is a co-ed, huh?
Yeah, she could pull off a college student. But yes, one of our listeners, Noah, reconnected with an old high school crush named Anna. They had a little bit of a fling, and when he went and visited her at her college, she had to work a lot.
Yeah.
And
Which, he didn't tell her that she was coming.
yeah. That's the first mistake of many that I think he made. But he got the vibe that maybe something else was going on with Anna. Maybe it's another guy.
Right.
He's not really sure. So we're going to call Anna and try and figure out what's going on.
That's right. Man, I just don't want her to slip away.
Okay. So, Noah, I have a question. The one thing we didn't ask is after you got back, have you and Anna still been talking, or is she just not answering any of your phone calls?
So this has been all over text, and anytime I actually call her on the phone, she doesn't pick up.
Okay.
So
Not a good sign.
A lot of questions that you want to ask. What's the number one question that you have for her?
I just want to know if she feels the same way I do after all this time.
Do you have maybe a better question that is more likely to get a yes?
I don't know if you're going to want to the answer to that one.
Or if she would just give me a chance to make this work, and I'll make it work with all this distance.
Okay.
Okay.
We're getting closer to something that might turn out well. But let's give this a shot.
Young love, Noah. Let's do it.
We're going to dial Anna's phone number right now, and we're going to ask her the question. You ready?
Well, not the
Well, a question.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Can you call her, please?
Okay.
All right. You're going to be fine.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking to speak with Anna.
This is Anna.
Hi, Anna. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I was hoping you have a second to talk.
From the radio?
I know it's kind of an antiquated device. It's usually in cars.
It's like Spotify in your whip.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it easy.
Music comes out of it sometimes, and sometimes people
guys.
talk.
She's not an idiot. Hi, Anna.
You sounded really confused.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, we're a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We do a segment called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll call that person for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
So one of our listeners reached out and wanted to ask about you. The guy's name is Noah.
Oh, my God.
Do you know a Noah?
Yeah, of course she knows a Noah. I mean, it's not really a first date you guys went on. It was like a whole weekend thing.
We talked to Noah. He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, Noah is nice.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Well, how about we tell you what we know, and then you can go off of our story.
I mean, I don't think it'll matter, but sure.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot. What do you say? Okay, so Noah said that he knew you from high school. You guys reconnected when you came back to visit at a bar. You had a little bit of a fling at the bar, a little kiss. He went to visit you at your college, but you weren't able to spend a lot of time with him because you had to work.
I don't know why he's telling you all this. Why is he reaching out to you all? I never gave him permission to talk to somebody about this situation. That's really weird.
I mean, it's pretty generic information.
Yeah, if you don't like him, just say that. Hey, I don't like him. I'm not attracted. That's it. Like, we just want to know.
No judgment on you.
Yeah.
I mean, I am engaged.
Oh,
dang.
Yeah, that's why you're so secret. That's not good, girl.
Wait, hold up.
Wait, no, why are you engaged?
Before I got engaged recently, it was kind of like unsure about what the status was with my fiance and I. We weren't like official at that point. And I guess I was just feeling like if I'm soon to be a married person, like kind of having some doubts, and Noah and I connected and we kissed at the bar.
So wait, Noah didn't know that you were engaged?
No, he did not.
You didn't tell him?
So I wasn't engaged when we kissed at the bar.
and then he just randomly showed up at my doorstep at school. We didn't talk about it. He just like appeared.
So okay, I get it. Don't ask, don't tell.
No,
Don't-
but
That's not where that's from.
But like,
Totally
dude,
different.
there's
You
so
gotta repeat
many
that
red flags with your engagement right now. Like, one, you weren't committed to the person right before you got engaged, which seems like all over the place to me. 2, a guy shows up to your door and you don't even have the courage to tell him, "Hey, I'm engaged."
I mean, he's a friend. I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, but you being engaged isn't going to hurt his feelings. It doesn't have anything to do with him.
Well, he really likes her.
Well, I
so
know, but like,
understand.
You shouldn't have showed up. It didn't give her time to plan a lie.
And that's on
No,
him.
why lie?
Sure.
Why not just say I'm engaged? Shouldn't you be celebrating? Shouldn't you be excited to tell everybody?
Brooke.
I mean, it's a legit reason why you can't date somebody.
And Brooke, you don't know whether or not his feelings would be hurt finding out that she's engaged unless we ask Noah directly.
Okay, well, this
Because
is going to get weird.
I need to tell you, Anna,
Yeah.
that Noah's actually been on the other line listening this entire time, and he wants to talk to you.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Anna, hey.
Oh, man.
So this
Oh
news,
my God.
I wish you could have told me.
Right.
It didn't really feel like there was an opening to Noah.
What do you mean?
I mean-
Even when we were in, when you came in town for the holidays, like we walked around, and I don't know, I've always really, really liked you. You've always been my dream girl. And I didn't want to tell you that because that makes it weird. I know, but I'm sorry, I have to tell you that now, and it destroys me to hear that you're engaged.
Oh, see, Brooke?
Well, of course
It's
it
not
does, but it
no
also
big deal.
destroys him that you weren't honest with him, Anna. Why is it so hard to be honest these days? I don't understand.
Because of that.
It's college, Brooke, you know.
But then you shouldn't be engaged if you were walking around campus.
I didn't know what to do. Everything kind of happened really quickly. It took me by surprise, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Noah. I mean, Noah, do you want me to send you back the pillow?
Can you not? Don't talk about that on the radio, please.
What pillow?
You're the one who called the radio, so I think
We know nothing about a pillow.
Yeah.
Now this is all insanely embarrassing.
Noah sent me a pillow of his face.
Oh, sweet Noah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I kind of love it.
No,
So fun. It's kind of funny, kind of sweet. Noah,
not.
you're a catch.
It's
I
really
think you're
not.
a catch, Noah.
No, if that's your girlfriend, yes.
Whatever.
Not a
Dude,
random.
don't bag on this guy. He's having a hard moment right now.
What was going on in your mind when you sent her a pillow of your face?
I mean, I can't be there for her physically because of the distance, and so I thought it was something that she could at least remember with me, and maybe even cuddle with.
Oh,
What?
see, if you're dating, that's cute.
Maybe if she's drunk, she'll kiss it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe do a little more with it.
Like, what are you doing with a pillow right now, Anna? Like, you have a pillow of some dude's face at your house when your fiance comes over.
It's just in my closet, and I just don't know what to do with it. So I didn't. It felt wrong to just throw it away.
Oh,
That's a lot.
Okay, I need to ask a question, but before I do, I want to know, how serious is this fiance, Anna?
I'm actually with Jeffrey on this one.
I mean, it sounds like the switch is turning on and off.
It is. And, like, I feel like you're holding on to things like his pillow or letting him stay without telling him because you actually do really like Noah still.
I love my fiance, and I've been honest with him about the situation with Noah. Yes, I should have told Noah I was engaged up front. I wasn't engaged when I was home for the holidays, and, it was kind of freaking out a bit.
So what are you saying? Is this guy pre-med?
Is he rich?
Is he like an athlete? Is he a frat boy?
No, I'm not talking to you guys about this. It's not going to happen.
He's
okay?
wealthy.
I don't think the marriage is going to happen. But well, I need to ask at this point, Anna, would you like to go out on another date with Noah?
Oh, no.
We'll pay for it.
We'll fly him out.
Or we'll at least pay for the postage for you to send his pillow back to him.
There you go.
That is nice. I like that.
Good deal.
I'm going to send the pillow back, but I don't need you guys to pay for it.
Okay.
Thank you, though, for the very kind offer.
We feel you.
Noah, I think you're going to be
Noah.
just fine. You're going to bounce back,
Yeah, I just wish I knew. I just feel like an idiot.
Well,
That's all right, buddy. It's not on you, man.
You know, Noah, I feel bad. Why don't you, when you get the pillow back, why don't you send it over to me, okay? I'll try it out. I'll use it the right way.
I'll use it the right way. You did not just say that.
I'll do what you want me to do with it.
No, thank you.
Moving